streets up. Yeah, yeah. Okay, wake the streets up. Okay, come on. Okay, wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Come on, wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's your girl, Ken Nicole, and you already know it's time to get up and tune into your daily morning Boss FM news. Okay, so by now, I know everyone has seen that stunning painting of Breonna Taylor that took the cover of Vanity Fair as a part of their dedication to anti-racism. Now, before y'all call me a negative Nelly for what I'm about to say, I just want to point out that in no way am I trying to bash the artist or Vanity Fair. Amy Sherrill is an incredibly talented woman, and she's also known for her painting of our forever First Lady, Miss Michelle Obama. Also, I completely love the idea that Vanity Fair is using their platform to take a stand against social justice because, as a little reminder, Breonna Taylor was murdered in her sleep in her home March 13th by Louisville Metro Police Department officers Jonathan Mattingly, Brett Hankinson, and Miles Cosgrove, because we name names at Boss FM. These officers still have not been arrested. In fact, one of them was on Instagram on the beach without a care in the world. So again, I say I love the idea, but in the back of my mind, I can't help but to think the cover was absolutely pointless. Since George Floyd was murdered, there have been numerous minor symbolic changes to our social justice system, like the banning of the Confederate flag. But painting Black Lives Matter murals and putting someone who still hasn't received justice on the cover of a magazine holds no weight when there has been outcry for months now. I know they hear us. And at this point, I feel like we're deliberately being ignored. And I'm not saying I'm giving up hope, but when will change really come? So in some more Black Lives Matter news, we have some unsettling updates on Sunday's police shooting in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Jacob Blake's father informed the Chicago Sun-Times that his son is paralyzed from the waist down. He says that the doctors don't know if the injury is permanent. Blake's father also said that he was preparing to celebrate for his son's 8th birthday. That's a sad coincidence because Rayshard Brooks, who was killed this past summer by the police, was killed on the day before his daughter's 8th birthday. Jacob Blake's partner, LaQuisha Booker, said that the police continued to shoot him as the kids sat in the back of the SUV screaming. There were rumors that Blake had a knife, but Wisconsin's Governor Tony Evers states that there is no information to suggest that Blake had a knife or any other weapon. We will continue providing updates on Jacob Blake's health here on Boss FM. So, in some COVID updates, just as we thought the coronavirus was going to change our lives for forever, the New York Times has reported that cases in the United States are finally starting to see a decline. And I know it sounds unbelievable, but research reports show that this is happening because of local mask mandates and public attractions closing again, like gyms, bars, malls, etc. However, the United States is still one of the worst countries when it came to handling the coronavirus pandemic. Experts urge people not to be under the impression that cases are declining due to a decline in tests being conducted. The number of people hospitalized for COVID-19 has decreased, as well as the number of positive test results. While this is all good, experts also warn that if we become complacent, the virus could spiral out of control again. With schools being reopened, this just might happen. So please, please, America, wear your mask. I have things I want to do, and I'm sure many of you do too. And we can all do this together. All right, so since it's Wednesday, you all know today is Wine on Your Mind Wednesday. So what I need you to do is snag a fresh new wine, and we're going to talk about some things that are on my mind today. The wine of the day that I suggest is Riesling. It is more on the bitter side, but it's not completely bitter, and it has a little sweet taste to it, but it's something that you eat. Again, I always suggest wines that you eat with like fish or chicken because that's all I really eat. So, yeah, check out some Riesling at your local grocery store. But the topic of the day is how Lori Loughlin got off with 2 months when there are a multitude of Black mothers who were sentenced to 12 years for school zone fraud. So if you guys remember earlier this week, Lori Loughlin was sentenced to 2 months for being part of a college admissions scandal. This is baffling considering that Black women have not been treated the same. So Tanya McDowell was sentenced to 12 years for sending her 6-year-old son to Norwalk, Connecticut's Brookside Elementary School while she lived in Bridgeport, even though she was homeless. She was convicted of first-degree larceny for stealing an education. Kelly Williams Ballard was convicted of using the wrong residence to get her daughters into a better school district in Ohio than the ones in the cities of Akron. She was sentenced to 3 years and was ordered to pay $30,000 to the school district. All right, guys, and that is it for your Wednesday morning news. P.S. Do not forget to be on the lookout for our playlist that will be dropping on our Twitter at BossFM Digital Radio. Make sure to tune in tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. for more news updates. And don't forget to tune in later on today at 8:30 p.m. for more entertainment news with Boss FM. And if you like to rewatch our shows, they will always be available for replay on our Boss FM app and on all of our social media platforms. Thank you again for tuning in, guys. It's your girl, Ken Nicole, and have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Okay.